So, I just got done. Doctor's offices have been called. Things that need to be done have been done. Chris is in his room. Paperwork has been printed, put into neat little packets, and separated for each individual person. And I have typed up and printed a document for Gene to review because he knows our landlord the best, having had a prior interpersonal relationship with him prior to a landlord-tenant relationship of any kind. Although that it's been a while. He was actually a property manager before this for us too, for a while. So that was a while ago, and he's changed a lot over the years, and some of the stuff in the lease agreement is clear. Like, he knows nobody would ever sign this unless they're under duress. Like, we don't have a choice. And he knows it. And he knows raising the rent, despite this, after he did all this stuff in retaliation for just asking if I could just at least patch the floor with something. Because the stuff that, he didn't fix before we moved in got worse. Because normal wear and tear on something that's already messed up, yeah. And then he put a clause in there that I'm like, oh no. So I put, something in a document basically saying, sort of an advisement that, just in case you're planning on not fixing the roof, waiting until the state finds you in violation and then trying to evict us for this sort of thing. We're not responsible for things that you're supposed to fix. So, like, the roof hasn't leaked yet, but the shingles are, yeah. And he's left it for more than 30 days, and it started off as like a couple shingles, and now it's more than a couple shingles. Quite a bit more. Because, if you don't get to those right away, yeah. They, the weather gets underneath the adjoining shingles, and yeah. He's got draconic crap in there. Like, it's a very hostile lease agreement. Like, there's this thing that says that if we're late, there's a fee for being late, but then there's a fee for getting a fee. Like, he's added on an extra fee. Like, if there's anything that we have accrue any sort of fee on, which shouldn't be a problem because we generally pay the rent on time. We've got a pretty good track record of that, but he put this there basically as a sort of, and if you take one toe out of line, I'm adding to your rent by $95 per thing. Like, it's in there that, like, hey, oh, by the way, you're responsible for this. You have to pay the fees if you're ever, like, found in violation by the state. And then you also have to pay me another $100. And then you're also responsible for this general fee that goes with that. Like, there's actually something in there that says that if we accrue any sort of fee, there's an additional thing right there that we have to pay him $95 for. Just stepping a toe out of line. We haven't, like, had any problems like that, but he is very dead set on this. And he knows that we don't have a choice. He raised the rent after basically telling us that to begin with, that he wouldn't do that unless he fixed the floors. Now, we have to accept it because we just moved last year. We don't have the money to move. and we dumped all of our savings into the copays for Chris's teeth. We don't have shit saved back right now. It would financially ruin us. Like, to even try to move. Like, we would not be able to do it. Needs would not, we would have to have some serious help doing that. And he's taking complete advantage of it because he knows that. He knows we don't have a choice but to sign it, and he's made it as draconic as possible. I don't like it, but I don't have a choice. Nobody here feels like there's a choice at all. None of us have a choice. We want to keep home stable as possible and, not end up in any bad situation. But the landlord has made himself a not great situation. There are other things that, it was sort of like a situation where he was like, as you find things after you move in, I'll fix them. Because, he'd never lived in this house. But as we found things, he didn't always fix them. He wants a rent rate that's more than some of the places around here that are nicer. For a place he doesn't always want to take care of. Like, he wants to prioritize and decide, oh, I don't have to fix this because this isn't important. But whenever he doesn't fix them, they cause more problems, and I'm like, this is something. And you know what doesn't help? I didn't trust him to begin with. But that last stunt that he did, like, I was so tempted to put in there, an advisement. Hey, you know what? I worded it more softly than I wanted to. Because it's sort of like a thing, hey, we've recorded you and your verbal promises and your verbal agreements with us. And you're breaking them, and coming at us with something else right afterwards can definitely be proven to be retaliation. We know what he's doing. But if you can't afford a lawyer and you can't afford to move, what are you gonna do? But just weather the storm as best as you can and hope